It has been my pleasure to sit at this news anchor desk for the last 12 years, but now moving on to something new, and I would love to share that with you. Here with me is Jeff Magee, and Jeff, why don't you tell us a little bit about what's coming up July 16th?
Appreciate it. Thank you very much. Well, we're very excited. The conference is called Get Real Now, and Get Real Now is actually being beta tested here in Tulsa. It's a part of Performance Success Media Group. We have 27 magazine publishers across the United States, one here in Tulsa as well, Performance Magazine, Oklahoma. What's unique about the magazine, what's unique about the 16th, what brings it all together, is that unlike a lifestyle magazine, which serves a very powerful need, we are about performance. So each quarter, we go out here in Oklahoma, and we get some of the top personalities from government, from business, entrepreneur, all sides, and they share in 500 words or less, basically, articles on how to be more successful for the business community. The next obvious extension of that is to bring together a half a dozen of these very successful personalities, of which you're going to be one. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm very excited about that.
What we're doing on the 16th, all day long at the Doubletree Hotel Warren Place, they are partnering with us and been a phenomenal partner, is that we're going to bring together basically a half a dozen very successful business people for anyone in a Tulsa community that wants to raise their performance bar a little bit more. So if someone is a self-employed, a business owner, manager, corporate executive, department head, someone is a business entrepreneur looking to leave the corporate world and start on their own. Someone who maybe is, instead of being called a victim of, but someone maybe who's having the opportunity to be downsized. What do you do in turning that negative into a positive? So all day long, we're going to have 6 very powerful speakers at about an hour, just shy each, share with our group of people that'll be here tools and ideas you can use the second you walk out of this program on how do you network better, how do you look at social media and that whole world that some people don't grasp and get their arms around, how do you position yourself and market yourself, how do you communicate under stress and pressure, your world, how do you sell and market better. The one thing I've noticed living here in Tulsa but not really doing business in Tulsa is there's a significant amount of business in this city that no one is going after. I'm a customer and I go in every day and I'm just stunned the number of places I go into, and I almost willingly have to force someone to take my money. In terms of selling and marketing, when someone talks about how bad the community is, I just kind of shake my head and say, no, it's not. People are either too complacent or they don't know how to be successful. And we've basically been writing maybe good news for too long, and now we have to work for good news.
And look, you know, especially here in Tulsa, Forbes magazine has named us one of the top 5 most livable cities right now in this recession. So we have a great opportunity to take advantage of what's going on right now. Our city is doing great. It's time for us to succeed, to be a survivor, you know, not be a victim, as you said. Tell us a little bit about some of the folks who will be speaking at this seminar.
Perfect. Wide range. Colleen Payne, who's been named one of the both Tulsa Business Chamber of Commerce SBA as well as the state business entrepreneur of the world. She's going to talk about how she started a business from scratch and turned it into a multi-million-dollar business. So the My Way entrepreneurial message, which would be great for anyone, male, female, any age, any business. How do you unleash that entrepreneurial spirit within you? And even for corporations, how do you unleash that entrepreneurial spirit of the people inside your business? Harry Lay, another very successful strategy consultant that makes his living outside of Oklahoma. A lot of people may not realize that. Former CFO and COO of a major architectural firm here in town. He's going to talk about basically the 10 steps to great strategic planning and implementation, and the 10 biggest mistakes businesses make. Michael Butler, who is a social media networking guru.
He's definitely a guru, that is for sure.
So he's going to talk about that whole element. We have you obviously talking on image and not just looking pretty. We're talking about image in terms of, you know, that old saying, you only get one opportunity to make a first impression. So what's that mean to a business, to salespeople, to management, to leadership? Yeah, how do you deal with delivering a message under crisis and staying focused? And then within that, how do you look at your network of your own people? You have a great book that's getting ready to come out, and it's that whole 2.0 factor of friends and girlfriends and etc. Who's in that nucleus, and do you need to maybe adjust it to be successful? Sometimes we have too many of the wrong people around us. So you're going to be given a great message. Along with that, we have Pastor Doherty. He's going to be talking from one of the fastest, largest growth churches in Tulsa. But he's talking about how do you build a brand and get people to willingly want to come to you. That's a message he's never really shared before. That's going to be a very powerful message for people to want to come and listen to. How do you do those elements? As well as myself. I'm going to be talking on sales and leadership, both from 2 McGraw-Hill best-selling books. I've had 8 best-selling books, 4 with McGraw-Hill, so I'm a secret here in Tulsa as well, just as everyone on this lineup is. And I'm going to be sharing both ideas on selling more effectively in tough economic times, as well as leadership ideas. How do you really get more juice out of the team you have? I'm a big believer that we have great staff that's already on payroll. A lot of times we don't look to see who's already on our payroll, and we're trying to find the outside secret. So we'll talk about some ways to objectively, diagnostically look at your people around you, family, friends, colleagues, coworkers, employees, and bosses to get more juice.
And for people who are around the Tulsa area, I mean, you know, they may be in Arkansas, Missouri, Texas, all the way on over into Oklahoma City. If you want to come to this, let me tell you, this is really a wonderful opportunity to hear all these speakers at an unbelievable price of $99. And Jeff, how are we able to do that? Because I know you charge companies a lot for you to go in and help them succeed, and yet people are going to be able to attend this seminar for $99 for the entire day.
It is something unique. I've been a big believer in starting at home and working at home, so a lot of everything we do is kind of beta tested here in Tulsa at basically, you know, what do we need to do to cover some costs, as they would say. I'm involved in lots of activities with the mayor on different activities. Our magazine has been a sponsor with Spirit Bank of the Entrepreneur Awards that the mayor and the Spirit Bank gives out. I serve as a civil service commissioner to Tulsa. So I do believe in what do you do to help your own backyard first. So part of it is it's a reduced price point where these people are basically giving of their time to share these ideas. Now, some of them have some phenomenal books and ideas and services that if you're interested in what you can do with them when you leave, that's all fair game to you. But this is not an infomercial day. This is not a
No.
a
We're not there to sell you. We're there to actually help you.
This is heavy content day. So if you're looking for a day off to come have a brain drain and do nothing, don't come here. You'll leave with a headache. But if you want to truly come and hear from 6 successful experts on how do you look at an existing business or how do you look at a new business and get through these challenging times and look for great times, or if your business right now is not in these tough times, as some would say, how do you make sure you insulate yourself to not get pulled down with what's going on around? I mean, I work with businesses all over the world. I just came back from 10 days in Europe where I was speaking on a tour with Michael Steele, the chair of the RNC, and Oliver North and Newt Gingrich and a lot of other people. And you know, these other economies around the world are having some of the same growing pains we're having. Some of them are in trouble. But a lot of them, the trouble is what you manifest in your head. So this day is also about how do you stay positive, how do you in essence look at things from a constructive standpoint, no matter what the generation is, what the ethnicity is, what the age range is, what the education range is. This is truly going to be a very fast day, a fun day, and a day where you've never really heard these people talk before. So that's why the price point is low, is that, you know, this is not a day where it's a get rich for us. It's a share. It's a coming back home to share ideas, and it's just as the title says, it's about getting real now.
And I can't tell you how thrilled I am for this to be my national speaking debut. I'm so excited that you've included me in this.
We're excited. You have just a tremendous amount to offer, both Tulsa as well as the speaking world, and that's what this is about. So Performance Magazine, you can find out more by going to www.Oklahoma Performance Magazine or TulsaPerformanceMagazine.com. It's the same. There's a pop-up there that'll tell you all about signing up for it, or you can go to GetRealNow.com. All of them take you to the same place, and you can find out more about what Cindy does, what I do, what the other speakers and consultants do, and about the day as well. You know, come, bring people with you, and I'll throw out a challenge. If anyone comes to this event and brings 5 or more people, we'll give them some significant free consulting services.
Wonderful. Wow, that's incredible. And you know, I want to mention that for people who are not living in Tulsa, there is an opportunity. If you'll go to getrealevents.com, you can find out maybe how to book this seminar to come to your town, or when it will be in a place near you.
That's exactly right, because we have 27 regional publishers of Performance Magazine. So people don't realize it's not just an Oklahoma event. We have 27 of these. So here's the Oklahoma edition. We have an Austin edition. We have an Arizona edition. So we have editions all over the country. And what's powerful about each edition is that the regional publisher, just as we do here in Oklahoma, we don't just ask and allow anyone to write. And I don't mean that to sound disrespectful, but the people who write in our magazines are people that are at the A level of their A game in their industry, because those are the people that in essence have been there, and they're the ones we can all learn from.
And that's one thing that I think you'll learn through Performance Magazine or through this Get Real event, is you're going to find people who aren't just talking the talk, they've actually walked the walk. I mean, I'm learning to reinvent myself after spending 20 years in TV news as a mainline anchor. So it really is an exciting time for you to learn, and you're learning from people who have done it. They know how to do it, and they can help you. So it's really an exciting time.
That's it. It's all about getting real now, and we look forward to seeing you and everyone else at this event.
Absolutely. Hey, thanks for letting me be a part of the 16th. My first article comes out in the next Performance Magazine, so I'm thrilled about that. Jeff Magee, thank you, and we'll look forward to seeing you on July 16th.